So we're continuing with lesson 8 of the step-by-step tutorial, and what we'd like to do next is set the list control so that when the user taps on a row in the list that the customer form panel is brought into focus. So let's go now to the customer list and then go to list properties. So make sure that customer list is selected, and then on the right hand side in list properties click on the smart field, and then the list in the list builder let's click on list events. So you can get to list events either by going to list properties over there and then scrolling down to all of your list events. For example, over here these are the list events, and then there's more events over there, or you can directly just click on the list events button over here, which is a shortcut to get directly to our list events. So here are all of the different events that this list control has, and there's a large number of events, but the event that we care about now is the on-click event. So let's go now and find the on-click event, and what we'd like to do now in this on-click event is set focus to the panel underbar customer form. So we could either create a JavaScript action to do it for us, but it's just much easier to just simply type in the JavaScript directly. So I'm going to go here and type in dialog.object.panel set active, and then right click on the UX panel name parameter there, and up pops a list of my available choices, and I want here panel customer form. So let's go ahead now, click that, click the OK button, close down the list builder, go back to working preview now, and now if I click for example on Antonio Moreno, you can see that the form comes into focus. So now let's take a look at some of the items on this form that need improvement. So the first thing that you'll see that we can improve is that these controls really should be the full width of the panel. So let's go back to the builder now and set all of these controls to be the full width of the panel. Then next we'd like the submit and reset button to be in a footer so that they're always visible regardless of the scroll position of the panel. So we'll go back to design mode right now, and we'll go down to the form, and let's scroll here and select all of these controls from customer ID all the way down to image. And again, to multi-select, you hold the left hand mouse button down and then just drag. And now to set all of these controls to be 100% width, we can just go to this little percent button on the toolbar here and then set 100%. So now the property is being changed in all of the controls, and now if we go and look at a particular row, we can see that now we've got all of the controls set here, and we can see that because we haven't yet put submit and reset in a footer, we have to scroll the panel card in order to see those buttons. So let's go back now to this panel card and right click on panel underbar customer form, and now choose add panel footer. So we'll go ahead here and click yes, and now you can see that a panel footer has been added to this panel. And what we'd like to do is take the submit and reset buttons, move those into the panel footer. Let's go ahead now and click on the reset button and turn off the brake, and so now we have these two buttons in the panel footer, but we need to also go and set the width of each button to be 50%, because if we preview right now we'll see two small buttons. Let's just quickly go and look at that, and we can see that we have two small buttons over here, but what we really want is to select both of these buttons. So multi-select submit and reset, go now to percent and choose 50% each. So now when we go over to working preview, we can see that we now have our two buttons and they look correct. So let's pause now and pick this up in the next video.